Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate. Oh, I can't really see anything.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy
I know.
sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
Not the M&Ms.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing.
How am I standing?
Hello, 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 everyone out there. Welcome back to another episode of Kimbology. It's your girl,
Hey,
Kimbo,
guys.
here. Thank you so much for joining us again. You guys, Becky's in the studio. How does it feel to be back?
It feels good.
Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was due. I
were
was ready.
due.
Yeah.
Yes.
I missed you guys.
Yeah, we totally missed having you, and just we're here to update everybody. And we have a fun episode for today, too. It's spooky season, so I figured we could just get a little spooky, talk about some of our favorite spooky movies, and or shade them, because I kind of want to shade the ones I want to talk about.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay.
So we'll get there.
Okay.
But in the meantime, how are you, Beck?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been
How's been the ending of your summer? Like, how's been the transition into like fall and these?
last week on Tuesday when we had that first sunny day in like 3 or 4 days. I went
Yeah.
outside in the morning and I got misty-eyed and I was like, okay, let me order my vitamin D supplements already.
Yo.
Because like this, it's not even Halloween
I
and the
know.
seasonal depression is kicking in. So
Yeah.
it's time to be preventative. So I've been like trying to wake up with the sun. Like I knew we were going to be here late today. So like I drank an iced coffee with my
Okay.
breakfast this morning,
Yeah.
you know, just to like
Get
keep
that little
myself
extra-
going. Because I've been up since like 7.
Oh, bitch, yeah.
Yeah. But it helps. It makes a big difference. Like trying to get up as best as you can.
Oh, to catch the sun?
to catch
Yeah.
the sun and get outside.
So you really struggle with your seasonal depression every year? Or how, on a, like how would you say severe is it? Is it light, or is it something that you do really
I think
have
it
to...
depends on the circumstances. Like it's no matter what I feel, like I have to balance things, but if there's certain things going on, like it's just exasperated.
Yeah.
So I try to be as like preventative as I can be and like take supplements and just do certain things. So yeah, how are you?
I'm good. I'm surviving.
Yeah, okay.
It's deep in Croptober for your girl. So that's what we were doing earlier, guys.
Don't be fooled, y'all. We were like, we got spruced up for you guys for this live.
She did, actually.
10 minutes ago.
Because I was like, spruced up?
Yeah.
I mean, I threw a
No,
little
you
something.
got spruced up. You got.
I struggle with this. You know what I struggle with? I struggle with my hair and these headphones. Every time, guys. Like, I
think
never
you
know.
look cute.
You think so?
Yeah.
I feel like
I think you look
the
great.
struggle of the poof hair.
But I
with
think
this-
that's the essence.
the
You
struggle?
know? Yeah.
You guys can feel it. How I'm just like, ugh. But anyways, no,
I think
it's been.
I think you're being hard on yourself. I think you look super
thanks,
cute,
Meg.
honestly. Yeah.
Thanks. What do you guys think? I know it's hard
Because I feel like
you know.
my struggle is like my hair looks flat on this. To me, it looks flat.
Okay.
Like I don't know. Like
The opposite.
I wish I had your problem.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The poof?
Well, I want to be
poof?
part of the curl
Oh,
community.
she does. Becky tries to colonize the curly hair community all the time.
They know.
With these tendrils, with these light waves that she has going on. But yeah, no, guys, we wanted to bring a light episode today. Just in general, I feel it's been really heavy. I feel like maybe some people out there also feel that heaviness. It's just
absolutely
waking up
with
and
everything
just,
that's going on.
it's a struggle.
It's getting gnarly. It's getting gnarly.
and I will say that I let it affect me. You know what I mean? I'm one of those people where I'm just like I feel like the effects of like I'm digesting. I'm a consumer. I'm digesting the media. I see everything that's posted and just seeing all the propaganda and just just feeling like the politics right now and just God, but at the end of the day, like I had
it's
to
beyond
really,
politics. I feel like at this point, this is like
there's
humanity,
quite literally, and just feeling all the feels,
Right.
So, and then I asked for this in a sense of like us to go into fall. Like I was like, let's go. Like I'm ready for the fall. I want to put my like cute layers on. Like, I'm ready for cozy season. I'm a Taurus, guys. So this is I'm in my
your
bag.
bag.
I'm in my bag, But at the same time, like I'm gonna miss, like you said, the sun and going out and leaving. Going out to check on the chickens with my no shirt on or no
Right.
sweater or no jacket on.
Right.
You're just like, okay, now you have to go put a jacket
I
on,
know.
bitch. Soon
I've
it'll be
been
one of
walking
those-
Estrella and I've been like layered up.
Yeah,
Because
and
you
when
have to be. It's freezing.
It's cold. Yeah, we're in Chicago, guys, so it's just it's what it is. But I will say though, our weather has completely changed since the past years of like,
Oh yeah,
dude, we used to get those bitter cold winters. It used to be rough.
I mean,
in the
listen,
winters.
we're not. Climate change is not Mother Earth.
Yeah, I know. She ain't done
She's
with us.
not done Mother Earthing.
She
Okay,
ain't done with
right.
us, y'all.
Right.
Yeah, she
She's
ain't done
not
with
gonna
us.
stop until we're not existent. So,
Yeah.
and I don't blame her. So,
Yeah.
don't speak too soon, girl.
True. I'm jinxing it and
Right,
shit.
right.
She's like, shut up. You're so. She's like, why are you so loud, bitch? Like, you think Mother Earth can't
Right.
come for us? Because she
Right,
will.
she will.
She will show her
She
ass.
will.
But no, it's honestly.
We'll be fucking
it's
doing
been-
Riverside.
I know.
I'll be fucking stuck at home, and there's 12 feet of snow, and we
Yeah.
can't move our cars.
Hey.
Girl.
Hey.
Girl.
Remember when there was that like Lakeshore Drive car pileup?
Yeah.
Y'all, that shit wasn't that long ago either. That shit was crazy. But anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, that's upon us. Yay.
Right.
But no, when it comes to like lately, just I'm very blessed, you know what I'm saying? And I feel, a lot of pressure, but I'm trying to deal with it every day in a sense of like regulate it and be present, I'm very much I don't feel very present right now, and that's because I'm always like, okay, what's the next thing? And I'm like looking forward and like, so there's been a lot going on that I'm very blessed, to say that, we've been doing some fun things in our ends. We just finished Cultivate with Kimbo, and we had our latest sponsored class. It's a stretch and sesh. So like I taught a class.
That was on Sunday. Yeah.
So I've been teaching this like meditation guided like stretching with some students at the studio that I teach, and it was a sponsored class. So shout out to Ascend for providing and sponsoring the class with some samples, and so we had a good time. It was nice, and so just like kind of just like being in your body, moving your body. Like I had so many students after the class say like, oh my God, it just felt so good to just be present, you know, and just feel like, oh my God, maybe I didn't notice that my right shoulder is super achy, you know, or maybe I didn't notice that my knee is like sore, you know, or I'm having an achy pain in my back. Like sometimes we're just so on the go hustle bustle life that we don't realize like, oh shit, like we need to self-care.
We don't stop and take stock of like what's actually happening in our body, and what we're feeling.
And then also just just sitting in resonance and just being thankful. Like in the class, I'm just like, guys, we should be thankful for our bodies and so much that we do, like that it does for us on an everyday basis. I mean, our feet, you know, with all the miles we walk, you know, our shoulders, our arms, our fingers. For able-bodied people that have work, we just do so much. Our body is this never-ending machine, right? And so I feel like we don't give it, or I'm not saying everybody, but I feel like moments like in the stretching session that I led really allowed people just to be like, you know what? Wow, like I'm feeling my knees, my toes, my fingertips. Like this isn't, you know, like I'm being present. And then obviously, you know, with THC and cannabis in your life, it's just heightened, you know, you can be more in your body, you know, you can be more self-aware. But then there's also the paranoid, you know, that sometimes might come too. But, you know, and I think that like when sometimes with weed, like you overthink things a lot, you know, like you kind of like, or same as like time feels really long, you know, like when I
deal with that, like time, like I'll be like, oh my God, like I'm taking forever to do this. And I look at the time and I'm like, wait, it's been like 2 minutes. And I'm like, oh shit.
And it feels like 10.
Stoned. For me, I don't really deal with paranoia, thank God.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I got really lucky, I feel. But I think that's, again, why we always talk about different strains and why it's important to experiment and see what works for you and figuring that out, because it does affect everyone differently. But that's awesome that your class went good and people were feeling good, and
it was good. It was I was really proud and so happy to like, you know, like us and have people have that good feedback afterwards. So that was really nice. And then it's been trim season, so we're just deep in it. Deep in
we were trimming right now, guys.
Yeah, so it's just been, you know, so guys, what I mean if you guys aren't familiar is you know, I grow mother marijuana in that sense, you know. I'm in Illinois. I'm a medical patient, so I can legally grow up to 5 plants. So just giving you the compliance there. But and I work in the cannabis industry, so when it comes to this plant, like, you know, I've done a lot of research. I've, you know, been studying this plant. It's into my lineage, you know, too. So you know, I have fond memories of, you know, my father too, who consumed. So it's something that, you know, has helped me immensely just in life. And
I feel like that's also a really good grounding practice for you in just slowing down, and it's like a meditation.
Oh, the trimming?
Well, the whole process, like growing and the trimming and all that stuff, it requires a lot of focus. You know,
it does. So I mean, you know, so that's been nice. You know, and then we have something coming up that's exciting. So we're gonna be taking a little trip. We're going to be doing this kind of fun, you know, collaboration. And I don't want to disclose anything, but, you know, we're going to be just going, going somewhere close, nothing too far away from home. Just going to
a day
Galena.
Trip?
Yeah.
A weekend getaway?
Yeah. Like we're going to go to Galena in Illinois and do some fun projects there. So that's exciting. So that's coming up, and it'll be fun to show you that. Oh, and then I have this fun photo shoot that's coming up too.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So we're going to do it at the studio, and it's going to be this like 3D art, so to speak. It's like this, it's interesting. I'm going to be working with some people that are really talented.
That's
some fun.
cool.
I always love to do creative fun projects. So if you're out there and you're a creator, you're an artist, you know, I'm always down to collaborate. Always. I think it's so much fun. I think like if you have some skills to pay the bills, why not, right? So
what are you gonna do for Halloween?
Oh my God, I was Pikachu on Friday.
Oh my God,
so
I love
class.
That.
I was like, I dressed up like Pikachu, and what was it? I dressed up. I was like a cat on Sunday, and then, you know, we'll be out of town. I literally got like one of those. Do you know the Bring It On in like the movie, like the Clovers against the cheerleading movie. So I really like I want to wear one of those like Clover outfits. It'd be so
Oh,
cute.
I love that.
So, yeah, so I have that coming, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I have like a mermaid. I have a lot of costumes, guys, because I'm a performer. So like,
Yeah,
I just be like,
that's what I asked. I was like, what are you doing?
I have like costumes galore. So I'm just kind of like, okay, so what do I have? A devil outfit. Like I have so many outfits. So I'm just like, you know, which one am I gonna be? Which one do I want? Which girl do I want to be? You know. So, but what about you? Are you gonna celebrate? Are you gonna dress up? Are you gonna?
I'm working that day.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna get dressed up because work is work and I get dirty. But I think what I'm gonna do to make it fun, I think I'm gonna wear a mustache at the
Okay.
salon, like a fake
Come on
mustache.
now.
Just like,
That's
hey,
cute.
you're here to get your lip waxed.
I like that actually. That's cute.
Yeah, I'm like
That's
a little sad. I'm working because I love giving candy out to the
Yeah.
kids in the neighborhood.
I
but
love giving the candy out too.
I contemplated taking the day off, and I was like, it's not that serious. Fuck these kids. They can.
Yeah, oh,
my
yeah.
mom will be
Fully,
home to give out
fully.
candies, and this day I will be there too. So.
Yeah.
But
Well-
it's so much fun. It's such a fun day. But that's
No,
what I'm up to.
I really think that I'm so excited to see because my brother and my sister-in-law they moved to another home, and so the kids got all this space now to like. I'm so proud of them. They got this new home, and so like they have all this space now for the two kids, and they're gonna be trick or treating in their new neighborhood. And so I
Are you
always get
going?
excited. Yeah, I always get super excited to see the
Yeah.
little ones. I do.
It is fun.
The little ones make it worth it in the sense seeing
Yeah.
their little faces when they go up, when they go up to the door and they're gonna get their candy.
Yeah.
So it really just sends me,
Aw, I love that
so I
too.
love watching that.
I always
so.
give extra candy to the kids who like did the most with their costume.
Yeah, because
Or if it was like a costume like I loved, like
yeah,
this one kid was dressed up as one of my favorite characters from The Walking Dead, Daryl. And I like gave him like 20 candies and all the kids were around him were mad. And I was like, I don't care.
not you causing drama with these kids. Why does she always want to cause drama with the kids, y'all? I don't get this one.
I loved
She just
him.
can't
No,
not be
it
an
was
Aries.
such a good costume.
She just can't
He
not.
needed it.
She just had to set him apart, y'all. She just had to set him apart. You know what I mean? But no, I
Oh my
mean honestly,
God.
like, it's that makes it really fun,
Yeah.
And when I do have something to dress up for, like because I teach pole dancing,
Yeah.
and so we're here, we're a character, we're playing this,
Right.
this person, so like why not dress up too? And so yeah, we do that in class too, and so but yeah, it's been nice. It's a spooky season, so yeah. So later on, we want to talk about some of like some scary movies that have kind of like held. Some just like any sort of thing.
I think we've talked about movies, but never like scary movies.
Spooky
either.
season.
Yeah.
Spooky season. So I think this is cute. Like I've been seeing, and then plus I watched this one documentary, not documentary, it was like a short limited series called Devil in Ohio. And it was,
Devil.
it was like
It's giving.
Listen. I went through it. There was like 5 or 6 episodes or some shit, but I went through it, and like, first of all, the sound, like the music, the score, like there was this one song by Bishop Briggs. I died. That song is everything, but it was the storyline was like. It's like culty,
Well,
like
the
cults.
name alone.
Yeah, Devil in
Yeah.
Ohio, and it's just like, and I was like, and then
Not Ohio.
but also like one of the actors, is one of my favorite actors, Emily Deschanel. She's from like Bones, the show Bones, and
Oh yeah.
she's Zoe Deschanel's sister. I
Yeah.
like live for them, but I like Emily better. Like I
Why?
like her because she's just she's a bad bitch. I love her. I don't know why.
Okay.
I just like her better. Her little sister was always kind of like bratty and like kind of annoying.
Who's Zoe?
Yeah, like in the New Girl, she was annoying. Like, let's be real.
I couldn't get into New Girl, but
Yeah.
I do like Zoe Deschanel.
I mean, like I think they're just beautiful, great actors. Like, do your thing.
Yeah.
So yeah. But anyways, I was just like getting into my spooky season bag, and just was like, sometimes I do like I want to
Yeah.
watch a little scary something.
Yeah.
But today though, I wanted to dive into strain of the day right now because we are feeling it.
Yeah.
Tell us about strain of the day, Becky. Tell the people.
We smoke Slava. It's Kim's homegrown.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I love it. Guys, this is my first. No, we smoked some of your homegrown. I think the last time I was here, but it was an indica strain. So I got a little sleepy.
Oh, okay. We got.
And this is a sativa strain. And I was telling Kim, I'm like, I can already feel the difference in like my clarity and focus just from
Yeah.
the homegrown strain.
We were like talking
versus-
earlier. We were just like in our psych bag. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah, we were trimming
damn.
away. Yeah, it
Yeah.
helps you focus.
It does. It does.
So, yeah.
I definitely feel clarity. I feel like,
At first, though, it was very euphoric because we hit it off the bong.
oh yes,
So
yes.
I feel like I would smoke this when I have like a big project to do. Like I would like loosen up, have a laugh, and then be like, all right, let's get to work. And you'll have like the best work day ever, kind of. That's how I feel.
Yeah, no, it definitely felt. It feels like behind my
Yeah.
eyes, and
Yeah.
this was a good feeling. I definitely felt like the things are coming to me a little bit clearer. Like the words are kind of coming, like the ideas are coming a little clearer. You know, I can definitely like,
It's fresh.
you know, I can like, I'm just like, okay, like, I don't know. Sometimes there's fogginess. Sometimes that just happens with anxiety. So I suffer with anxiety.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's just fogginess that happens. And so like sometimes that's what helps with me is like cannabis, like helps with the fog.
Well, I was telling Kim, I feel like there's a fogginess I get from, not that I'm putting it down, because obviously you guys listen. We go to the dispensary all the time, but there's a little bit of like a fogginess that comes with like the lab weed versus like.
She calls it lab weed. I do not.
Well, whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
No,
it's just it's something you get from a dispensary, you know?
Well, the thing is, like, at the end of the day, right? It's a plant that we are putting like intention and love. Like plants are entities, or they're alive, right? So like we're putting all this love and intention. And so the way I grow, you know, I put so much love, and you know, I'm doing things by hand, right? And so I just feel like that's what they say with the difference between like craft and like, you know, craft weed, and then there's like, you know, ones that have been grown in like larger greenhouses, you know, cultivation centers and things like that. You know, just like wine, you know, there's all different grades of wine, you know, there's all different grades of beer, you know, there's different grades of cannabis, you know, and so I don't think anything's wrong. They're all a beautiful plant, you know, but also our bodies, you know, we're
taking in that energy too.
Yeah.
I think it's important to always question, like, well, where did this come from?
Yeah, and just
Like,
I like to always say be intentional when you smoke.
Yeah.
Like practice intention, like being intentional. You know, sometimes I'll just, you know, kind of like I'll chill a little bit. Maybe I won't like get high sometimes if I'm like just doing nothing, and I'm just like, because at the end of the day, you know, it is something to help us cope too with our like anxiety or the thoughts in our head. And sometimes I need to like sit in my thoughts, you know, and really feel it, you know. And so I'll do that, or I'll be intentional. But if I have like a big day, if I'm about to teach a class, you know, you best believe I'm grabbing that joint, you know. So, but yeah, I'm definitely proud of, you know, I'm proud of my grow, you know what I'm saying? This is my third year doing it, you know. Again, I put in all these months of work, and so yeah, it's been nice. But yeah, guys, we're excited to dive into, you know, spooky season with you guys later, but I just wanted to just do a little bit of the recycling in the news, but I don't want to like spend too much time in this because honestly, it's not my lived experience. It just isn't. And so, you know, I can only speak on what my lived experience is, but what I will say is that, you know, and I think Becky will agree in a sense of like, just be aware of where you're getting your information from when it comes to like things that are like the coverage for the current war with Gaza, in a sense of like, you know, all the propaganda that's out there, there's a lot of it, you know? And so I think if you try to follow, you know, accounts that really have a lot of intention behind what they're researching and giving people, like, I've been finding a lot of journalism. I've been following a lot of journalists that like live there, and that have like been born there and just literally have really lived experiences and sharing like, you know, hey, you know, like our family doesn't have any water, you know, and you know, that's controlled, you know. So it's like I can see that, you know. I don't know the history in a sense, like again, it's not my lived experience, but what I do know is that I don't think it's right for anybody to experience, or any group of people to experience genocide, or you know, it's just like my ancestors have had a trauma, you know, that has been passed along, you know, all through the history of, you know, Black Americans. Now I will say Black Americans, the ones that came, you know, our ancestors that were on the ships, you know, that were brought here. into America, it's like I feel like there is that generational trauma that that we sometimes might hold. But I think that that's something that, you know, it's your choice in a sense of like to, you know, wallow in it or whatever have you. But when it comes to situations like this and like what I'm consuming, it's like I'm noticing how it affects me and how it does bring up those generational traumas too, you know. And so I can't help but feel that empathy, you know. But all I'm gonna say is that, you know, I just don't think it's right in the sense of like for people, for children, you know, innocent lives, you know, to be hurt. And so I just my heart goes out to everyone that's experiencing any trauma or experiencing any death or anything like that due to this war. It's really sad. And so that's all I want to say about that. Do you want to say anything to the people back?
Yeah, I mean, well, similar to Kim, we're on day 17 of this conflict, and I have been following things pretty closely. And same thing, as all I can say is I hope that everyone is taking this time to really think critically about where we're at as humanity as a whole. You know, it's a hard pill to swallow, not just disillusioning for me to see how evil and mean and unwelcoming people have become towards these migrants. And
so when it comes to, some people might not understand or know in a sense of what's happening. Do you know, like, so can you share in a sense of like,
basically we've, you know, big cities have become like an experiment for these refugees and migrants that are coming in at the Mexican border. They're getting bussed up from Texas, and dropped off, and no one even knows what's what, who's processing who. And it's very frustrating, and it's all of our resources are being strained right now. But this is a humanitarian issue. Yeah. And my thing is like, look around, you know, not to be like a greedy bitch about it, but like everywhere is short staffed.
Yeah. Everywhere
that you can't get people to work. Instead of being critical, be like, all right, let's get them working permits. Yeah. Let's get this figured out. Yeah. But instead, people are just like really cold and mean. And it's like, where the fuck is your humanity? Yeah. But that's all I'm going to say about it, because there's a lot of negativity happening. Well, I mean, there's always negativity. There's always that balance. But I think like the world's a really cruel place right now. That's just facts,
I've been feeling the heaviness, you know, I do. So but at the same time, you know, it's something that, you know, I'm going to continue to live my life. You know, I'm going to try my best. You know, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'm going to check my titties. You know, I'm going to do the things to keep me going, because that's all I can do. I can only control, like my therapist tells me all the time, you can only control your controllables, you know. Right. You can only control what's around you in that sense. You know, like I'm over here wanting to save the planet, Miss Sustainability. Ooh, that's a sickening. Can I be titled that, Mrs. Sustainability? Sickening.
Oh, I love that. That's
Come
cute.
on, Miss Sustainability. But would love that. You know, want to do the best things. Want everybody in their homes to have a chicken coop and a compost, and you know, like I think that that's something. You know, and then I found out some really awful news that like Chicago just does super horrible when it comes to recycling.
You didn't know that?
I mean, I'm in over here. You know, so like I
true, yeah.
You know, like it's. But I was listening to some like podcasts recently, and they were talking about. But there's like this new program now where you can go and take your like, I think it's like your compostables, but it's now you're relying on people to go to a different address to drop off. I mean, some people will do it. Like me, I do it. I drive my ass back to Jewel to drop off my plastic bags. I do. I go to drop them off at wherever there's like a recycle your plastic bags. Like I am always doing that. However, not everybody's gonna be me. So yeah. So I hope people, you know, can, you know, for their greater good, can, you know, start to think about the environment more, because I feel like this is the planet that we live on. You know, we need to take care of it. So that's why I like cultivating in general, not even just cannabis. I love cultivating like tomatoes, cucumbers.
Yeah, she's good at it.
Peppers, you know. Oh, I made her a sickening soup today. Tell the people about the soup.
Oh my God, guys. She made Zuppa Toscana. This is Olivia's garden. Olive Garden. I don't know her.
Yeah, so if you guys know that one soup from Olive Garden, Zucca, what is it?
Zuppa Toscana.
Say it again.
Zuppa Toscana.
Zuppa Toscana. I can never say the fucking, but I love
Y'all
that
know
soup.
it's the cream with the sausage.
It's got
and the kale,
sausage. It's
potato.
it's got kale. It's creamy. It's literally in that combo where you get like the soup and salad and the breadsticks. Give me that soup every day and I'm fucking happy. You know, it's super hearty. It's delicious. So the other day I was craving it down, girl. I was so craving it. And then literally like I was like doom scrolling. And then I saw this guy, this like this one food like influencer was like making it. Yeah. And his recipe was really good. It was like actually like, oh, this is actually pretty simple. Like I got this. I can make this soup. Y'all.
It was good. It was really
good. I put my
good.
foot in that
and
soup.
she put coconut cream in there too, so it was like low key healthy.
It was like coconut cream.
Yeah, and regular cream, but still.
I know, but I did. I mixed it in there, you know. But it was purely because I had some left over from something else that we cooked. So I'm always about not wasting your food as well. If you could help, you know, always. That's what my mom did to teach me really well, was like whatever that was leftovers or in the fridge, she would make a meal out of it. Yeah, and it'd be sickening. Like, you know, like
scrappy. But that's like the. When you can look in your fridge and be like, okay, I got this, we're doing this. You know, that's when
we're getting love.
Oh my God. Hi, guys.
I know TikTok, I'm going to work on like trying to integrate that, like so we can see all of them in one place or something. I know Rick Dog's been talking about that too. But I'm still working on my TikTok game. So for my TikTok family, love you down. I'm not on the poll, I'm sorry, but you can hear me talk. I mean,
is this on your
poll
page?
We don't care. We're like, we don't care.
It's on your poll page or the Kimbology
I can't
page?
go live on my... Oh, yeah. So if you guys do like my podcast, follow my Kimbology podcast Instagram, TikTok as well. I have it linked into like all my like posts. And that one will take you to the podcast one.
Why don't you go live on that one?
You have to have 1,000 followers on that one.
Got it.
Once you have 1,000 followers, you can go live. So I'm not there yet. But if you guys can
follow
go
us.
and follow that account too, give Kimbology podcast on TikTok some love. And there I post all clips and things too. So that'll be, you know, I have some fun guests that I would like to bring on. So I'm working on that. So just, all the good things. But yeah, you know, I feel good after that soup and smoking my homegrown. So speaking of, I think we should take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to do spooky season episode. So we have to talk about some of our favorites and shady. I'm going to shade some of the Halloween movies from the 90s. And
Why?
We'll be right back. Because they were trash, bitch. We'll talk about it in a second. We'll be right back, y'all. We'll take a quick break.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We just get some water. Okay.
Ricky was telling me, like, he's like, watch back your lives. TikTok like my chair? I feel like I have a gaming chair. All right. I feel like they'll. Okay. We are ready. Mm-hmm. Welcome back to Kimbology. So yeah, guys, we're back from our break. Thank you so much for being back. We wanted to dive into spooky season a little bit. I know at this time we usually do meditate, masturbate, medicate, but it's spooky season, and I wanted to have a more lighthearted episode today too. So just gonna have fun. So we're just gonna dive into the meditate. Basically the meditate segment, and just kind of like go into our like excuse me. I just smoked. Dude, that's the one thing though, is we need to figure out how to get rid of cotton mouth. Whew. Cotton mouth is so hard.
Drink a lot of water.
Whew.
That's why I'm always drinking water. Well, I always.
Yeah, it'd be real though. Yeah, cotton mouth is real. So when it comes to spooky season, there's always these classic movies, right? And I feel like, there's a few that come to mind all the time.
Uh-huh.
And then like when it comes to those, it give you either that like, oh my God, remember that one time? Like I feel like us with it, we like went to the movies together.
Yeah.
It was really cute. So, and we saw It Too.
We held each other.
Yeah, it was scary, dude.
It
Too was scary. Y'all know, y'all seen it.
Yeah.
It was a scary movie. It was like, and that actor was playing the fuck out of it. So, but I wanted to bring up, like, I have a list
What's
of
his
like
name again?
the actor. Oh, I don't know.
I forget.
I don't want to even disrespect because I'm like I would play it out. Like I don't know his name, but he's a brilliant actor, and it was very scary. It was very scary. His
Do you
rendition.
watch scary movies by yourself though?
I can't.
Me either.
I can't.
I'm not really with the shits.
I'm not really with the shits either, girl. Because for me, I believe in ghosts and shit. Okay, so I know the motherfuckers can be right there. So it scares me.
I don't know what it is. It's not that it's not ghosts. It's not, I'm just like, I'm by myself. I'm good.
Yeah. It's one of those things that's really tough. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, what my little brother will do is he'll watch like scary movies on Sunday mornings, which I think is super cute. Cause it's like for me, Sundays mornings is like the safest, right? It's like it's Sunday, it's morning, what can go wrong, right? Like Dracula ain't finna come out in the morning on a Sunday, right? So he watches that, and I kind of tend to like join him, and like I'll jump like, "What you watching today?"
Okay.
And he's always watching some random ass shit. Like there was this one movie about like killer donuts, which I was like,
is Goff really into like horror and scary movies like that?
Yeah, okay. He watches a lot of it, So I think that maybe, I don't know, like I feel like some people that are into it, but some people that aren't, and so yeah, but I feel like the classics, what got me like thinking about this and wanting to talk about this though was, so I'm actually performing on Friday. I'm performing in this this pole dance show. By the way, if you're on TikTok, follow me because I'll be going live on my TikTok there. So I'll be performing this Friday the 27th. I believe the show starts around 9 p.m. I don't know if I'll be going live for everybody, but definitely my intern was going to be going live for my show, or my performance. So if you haven't already followed me, definitely follow so you can see that. But yeah, I'm doing this piece, and it's from the movie The Craft. And that movie with the witches, the 4 witches, and like Rachel True. Come on, I mean the actor, that biracial girl in the movie. We have the same hair, poofy, whatever. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a piece on The Craft. I gotta be so cute. And I'm like, okay, I gotta do some research. I gotta watch the movie.
Okay.
And I've seen it like back in the day. It's a movie from the 90s, So I was just like, okay, but then I watched it and I was like, this was such trash. It was like so bitch. It didn't. I was like, I was scared of this. Y'all telling me I was scared of this? I was like, come on. I don't know. It was just like, because I remember like watching that movie back and being like, oh, this is scary. Like, oh my God, like witches, But like I watched it back, girl, it was so tame. I was like, this is like, I can't. So, but
okay.
Yeah, that was The Craft. Was there any movies that you remember, like whether you're like you that really scared me,
yeah, that really scared
you, yeah.
Let me look at my list.
When it comes to like the classic ones, though, like the ones
Okay,
that,
the
like,
ones that really scared me when I was little. Well, the one is The Exorcist.
Oh,
Because like when I watch that now, obviously you're like, oh my god, this is so lame.
yeah,
but-
that's what I'm saying. Like I
right.
watched The Craft back, and I was
But,
like,
but
this
as a
is...
child, that
Yeah.
movie terrified me.
It did-
It really
yeah.
did. Especially because like I was sickly as a child, so I'd be like, oh my god, is that me? Do I give this when I'm sick? But
The Exorcist. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Because the girl was sick, right? She was like a
Well, she needed an exorcism.
right. Well, she had that inside her, like a
Right.
demon or whatever.
But the
Yeah.
other movie that scared me as a child, but still scares me, and it's on my list, is The Shining.
Oh
you ever-
yeah.
yeah.
I
Like
read
that-
the book too, The
Well-
Shining. I was into like
Really?
what's his name? Stephen King.
Yeah.
I used to read the Stephen King books. Them books were good, y'all.
Right.
But that shit.
Well, it's also like, because the thing is, growing up in the Midwest in winters, like it's very like that scenario of them being stuck in that hotel and like the storm came in and dude lost his shit and like the maze
with the axe.
oh my god,
With that axe.
it's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary.
And how he's
yeah.
like, hello, what do you
Yeah.
say? Johnny. What do you say? Here's Johnny.
He bodied that role.
Yeah.
You know,
Didn't he-
like
I think he probably like won something.
probably, yeah. Who's
But
probably
no.
like Oscar, like
Yeah.
actor of the year.
Also, like that iconic scene of the door opening and on the blood coming out, like
Yeah.
red rum.
Yeah,
Wasn't that in
yeah.
The Shining, right? Yeah. Do you remember? Wasn't that in The Shining?
Yeah,
Okay,
that was
I
The
was like,
Shining.
ooh, because
Uh-huh.
I always like that's like ingrained in me, like that when the elevator
Yeah.
doors open and all that blood come rushing in.
I know.
Yo, that's crazy.
It's like a fever dream, that movie.
yeah, it
You know,
is.
there was a bar in Logan Square, was like a pop up that they did in the city, and it was The Shining themed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it was, I didn't go because I was like, I'm good, but
No, thank
drinking
you.
is depressing enough.
No, thank you.
Right.
Yeah, no. The Shining was.
But you
definitely
don't have a
scary.
movie that you watched like similar, like ages ago that still scares you?
So okay, one thing. Okay, me and my one ex best friend, like, we used to watch The Ring a lot. The Ring, the movie The Ring.
Really?
We used to watch the movie The Ring, but we watched it so much that we kind of like would make fun of it because you know what? It scared me. That bitch's face after she saw that girl come out of that TV, that face that
Yeah.
that was like, I literally would close my eyes and I would see it. I still see it. So I had to do like this like play on like, let me make fun of it so it doesn't scare me so much.
Yeah.
And so me and my friend, we used to watch that movie down and we knew it like by heart. And then we would like make fun of it. We're like, oh, here she comes. She's coming out the TV, y'all. Here she comes. So like I had to do that because yeah, that movie really scared me. The Ring.
Yeah.
Like when that phenomenon of The Ring came out and then like, oh girl.
I thought it was so lame.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I
didn't care
it was
for
so
it.
scary to me.
I know.
It
It
was her
wasn't-
face, dude. Her face, like it was so fucked up. And then the ring, and then the well,
Yeah.
and all the imagery, like because Loki was beautiful, like the way that you see like
Right.
the horse's eye, all beautiful and stuff. So I'm over here like, oh my god, sickening. And then I like get traumatized from seeing her face. So. But yeah, The Ring was that one for me.
Okay.
What about for
okay.
you?
It was
The Shining? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But like I said, the Exorcist would scare me as a
Yeah.
kid, but now I'm like, oh yeah. it's
Yeah,
not-
you watch these
Right.
some of these, scary movies. You look back now, you're like, they're not as. This is what I was worried about, y'all.
Right.
Okay, okay, but
But what'd you have number one on your list?
well, I honestly just wrote some like when it comes
was
to
it
like
ranked or anything like that.
like,
I made
when
a
it comes-
list, but
yeah,
they're
what was
not
your
necessarily
list?
ranked. But
yeah.
my favorite movie, and I was surprised that you never seen The Orphanage.
No, I never saw that.
By Guillermo del Toro.
Oh,
It's an, or I don't know, maybe it's not, but I know it's in Spanish.
Okay,
It takes
okay.
place in like South America and Argentina,
oh,
and it's really good.
okay.
But it's also like I watched it with Jessica,
Mhm.
and she cried. Like it made her sad. So I think it just depends, but I think it's a really good movie.
I'll have to see that because I
Yeah.
haven't seen it. Like The Orphanage, I haven't seen. There was a few on your list that I didn't see before, so I was like,
Yeah,
I gotta check it out.
right.
Um,
but that's like hands down my favorite one.
Oh, at The Orphanage.
Yeah,
I'll have to watch that.
I think too because it's like a Latino movie.
Yeah,
too.
when it comes to that, like that definitely helps. Like
right.
maybe that's why I felt like The Ring was close to me because like the Asian side of me was excited. I don't know.
maybe.
But yeah, no. When it comes to like movies that held me or like really fucked with me, dude. When I watched Antebellum, Antebellum, that's another movie by Jordan Peele.
I haven't watched that one.
Dude, it's so fucking scary. Like the premise is like literally I was high watching it. Oh, Ricky says he will never watch the movie It.
Why?
He's terrified of it. He's terrified of clowns.
Oh, clowns? Okay, yeah, I can.
I literally tried to watch it with him. He's like, nah, he don't fuck with that shit.
Why were we so scared that day? Like we were.
That was like
it was a scary movie.
Yeah,
it was broad daylight.
Yeah.
We pulled a goth. It was like 3 p.m.
Yeah, when we saw it.
It was sunny out.
Yeah. No, that shit was scary. But no, Antebellum, I was too high, so I basically just felt like white people were just at my doorstep trying to steal me.
Yeah.
So don't recommend watching that movie when you're high. If you're a person of color, you'd be like, they about to make me a slave again. So that shit scared me. But like also just shout out to like the era of like, you know, when it comes to Jordan Peele and what he created, dude, he created a whole genre of horror movies, you know, and at a time where it was very like, I feel like racism was very heightened in the sense of like, I feel like this was like, we were still, I don't know where exactly, what year it came out, but I feel like that was in the era of where like the world was becoming more and more aware, you know, in a sense of like the racism and everything, like the microaggressions and all that stuff that people of color experience. So yeah, like Get Out was like huge, right? When Get Out came out, that was like the ultimate scary movie for black people because we're just like, oh my God, they're abducting us and making us fucking slaves and shit, you know? And then he came out with Us. Did you ever watch Us?
Yeah, I loved Us.
Us was the family with all those.
Well, I put Nope on my list. Like, you're scared of the alien in Nope, right?
I think the alien's so pretty.
And
it's beautiful. But it's like terrifying. But it's beautiful.
To me, it was cool. But the part of the movie that haunted me was the chimpanzee.
Oh yeah, she was scared of the movie.
Yeah, that was crazy. And it just the whole scene. It like you don't forget that.
No, it was. If you guys haven't seen the movie Nope, Mope is another movie that's by Jordan Peele too.
Right.
That one was the presence of like this black family that owned like a horse farm, like. So yeah, it was really. I like the storyline. It definitely wasn't what I expected when I watched the movie. I was like, oh, this is interesting, you know. But yeah, when it comes to like Us and he formed this like completely new genre, which I think is like super fucking like iconic, you know. Did you ever watch Swarm?
No.
Oh my God, bitch! You never watched Swarm? Is that one series that was on? I think it's on Amazon Prime, and it's about like it's supposed to be about like. The Beyonce stand, quote unquote, allegedly. Yeah, you know, it's like highlight. It's actually really good, dude. You really should watch it. Yeah, it's definitely different.
They go in on the beehive.
It's like showing like this one super fan and like how hard they go for like. It's not like they don't ever say Beyonce. I think the artist is called, I forgot it, Nia or something like that. I forgot the name of the. If you guys on TikTok,
that's their shtick. That. Their Beyonce,
but like in the sense of like it's like a play on like how the stands, like how like the beehive, like or whatever. So you have to watch it. This person, this person is like goes like crazy. It's like it's pretty wild. So, but that was interesting. That was one of those movies, those shows. I was like, wow, didn't expect that. Yeah. Okay, you know, it took me on a roller coaster for sure. And then one movie too that I was getting into like Rob Zombie's movies for a little bit. Did you guys ever like remember like The House of a Thousand Corpses? And
nothing about those movies interested me.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking my ex-friend, dude, my ex best friend who I used to watch The Ring with, she got me into those and started watching. Really? I started watching.
Is it good?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know how I got into them. Like, there's like an entertainment of it. It's like some parts are really funny. But some parts are really like sadistic and like gory and like stuff that will haunt your dreams, honestly. But yeah, it's like Rob Zombie's twisted brain. Like he's got some twisted stuff that he thinks about. Yeah. It's interesting though. But yeah, that right there, I was like, oh, what a throwback! What a throwback! Yeah. What about for you?
In terms of throwbacks,
yeah. What else? Yeah.
Okay, one of my throwbacks on my list is the Blair Witch Project. Which I know for some people isn't that scary, but I watched it in Mexico when it first came out. I went with my brother and sister and my sister's then husband, And the movie theater we were in, like the way the movie was filmed, I ended up getting nauseous while we were watching the movie. And and the movie's kind of gross. Did you ever watch the Blair Witch Project?
I did. Like, I remember there was that whole phenomenon when it came out too. I remember it was like this whole thing. I was like in middle school, I think. And it was
they were
just
like in a tent. So as it was, they were like in grime
shaky.
mode. Yeah. And so I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm sure if I watched it now, I'd probably feel a little different because I haven't seen it in years.
I haven't seen it in years either.
But I don't know. There was something about that experience, about being nauseous while watching that movie that, like, I don't know. I don't know.
It added to like,
yeah.
Like, this sucks.
Right. Right. And it was like a terrible, and I hate camping, you know, like, I mean, I'll go if someone invites me, it's whatever. But it's not my ideal vacation.
What was those movies called when then there were people like that were sleeping and they were seeing like ghosts and like there was like ghosts in people's houses and they were from like cameras that they would set up in their houses and there was this one ghost the ghost that was like kind of like harassing them. It was that whole thing too. There was a whole trilogy.
Like 3 movies, yeah.
Guys on TikTok, if you know if you know what I'm talking about, please. It's those scary movies
you know what, you're right. They gave Blair Witch with that whole
it was like during that
experiment.
phenomenon. It was like
I'm sure people know.
God, it's gonna kill me. But like, and I can't think of it. Like, it's
I
like
can't think of it right. I know exactly what you're talking about.
But yeah, it was literally like this time where like the Blair Witch Project came through, and then like, you know, hold on. I thought someone answered. I was like, oh, please save me. I can't think of this actual show, this movie. But no, but anyways, it'll come to me literally after we're done recording.
Yeah.
So, but no, the Donnie Darko was another movie that I high key would always watch and just stand. Like, I loved watching Donnie Darko. I don't know.
I've never watched that movie.
Oh my God, you gotta watch. You gotta watch
crazy?
Donnie Darko. Yeah, Donnie Darko was another one. I was also like, I had a crush on Jake Gyllenhaal, so of course I was just like, ew.
You did?
Yeah, I went through my little like white boy Hollywood phase. No, it's funny because I'll like some of them, I like can't stand. Like, I can't stand Ethan Hawke. I don't know why.
You and Ethan Hawke.
I got beef for some reason. I don't know why. He's like, couldn't care less about you, bitch. But I'm like, yeah, I don't fuck with you. I just don't.
DM him and talk some shit.
Just slide in Ethan Hawke's like, listen, I'll fuck you. All right. I don't know who the fuck you are, but like, I just don't know. I just don't believe him as like a credible like actor. I don't fucking know. I don't know what my beef is with him, but I had a crush on Jake Gyllenhaal for some reason. So, and that movie was just very dark. It was very theatric. The music was everything. Like the soundtrack was everything to Donnie Darko. I remember I was like going through all the songs. It was funny at times. Like, I loved that movie. That was one of my faves. I would watch that all the time. Shout out to Donnie Darko. Love that movie. But yeah, is there any other movies on your list?
I have The Sixth Sense on there.
Dude, a moment.
Right.
The Sixth Sense. Do you guys remember The Sixth Sense?
Yeah.
That right there was...
It was so good.
Because the thing is, like...
But you know what I love about it is that it ended up being part of, like, a superhero trilogy.
I love that, yeah.
Like, that, who would have thought?
Yeah.
And Kim hosted us, and we watched...
What do you mean?
Remember we watched...
We watched The Sixth Sense?
No, but we watched the other movie with...
we watched Split.
Yeah,
Split, yeah. Which is, well, that's actually part of a different one. Bruce Willis was...
not?
That's different. You're thinking of...
Unbreakable.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You're thinking of Unbreakable, which is a sickening movie, too.
God.
It's okay. Like, you were like, Bruce Willis, same movie,
I feel
same
bad
actor.
for him, guys, because, like, apparently his dementia has gotten really bad.
I follow.
It's just sad. You know,
I follow, like,
actor.
I've seen, like, some of the, like, him pop up on my feed, and I think his daughter's taking care of him right now or something like that. Yeah, so it's really sad. But we cannot... Bruce Willis was that dude, okay?
Yeah, because The Sixth Sense is, like, entertaining.
Oh,
it's
and then the
scary.
twist. And then the twist.
Right.
If y'all guys haven't seen The Sixth Sense, get it together. Because at the end, the twist is actually that he is a ghost. Right?
Yeah, he is.
Which I know at that moment, that was also a time in, like, we were like,
oh my God.
And then I remember, though, like, people would get pressed if you, like, ruined the ending for that, like, to tell by because literally the whole time, the whole like drama behind it.
Because
It's
it
like,
all clicks. You're like, oh my God.
Yep. You're like, wait a minute.
He's harassing.
Because then you
this
think
kid.
about all the times that you see dude, you know, and you're like, wait a minute, he actually don't be talking to nobody else but this kid. Da, 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 da.
Right.
And this whole time he's a ghost, and the kid's like, I knew you were a motherfucking ghost, dude. Like,
Right.
because I be seeing ghosts. You are one, you know.
Right.
So it's interesting. Like that was a time.
You know what else I have on my list? That's a classic.
Classique.
Silence of the Lambs.
It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose
BBW,
again.
I have to be scared of that.
Excuse me? Did you hear that? As a BBW, she
my
stands that
birthright
movie. Why is
to
that?
have fear of Buffalo Bill. He loves, yeah.
That's okay. So explain if they haven't seen it.
Yeah, well, Buffalo Bill's like the villain, and he's a serial killer who wants to become a woman. So he goes around finding girls to kill, but because he's after the skin, he goes after bigger girls.
Yeah. He needs it because he's been using their skin, and he's making this like suit.
Yeah.
Right, because he also, you know, was like, I guess, struggling with his identity and his sexuality and his gender, maybe. So like, he would like often like put the skin suit on and like dance and like, and then he stole.
It was iconic. And then he had his dog.
And then he was dancing, girl. He was tucked in. I was like, okay.
Would I fuck me? Or no, it was like, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
That was spot on.
No, because it haunts me. It haunts me.
Spot on, bitch.
Well,
your drag voice is so good, bitch. You guys heard that, right? Did you hear that drag voice? I'd fuck me. I was like, damn.
Well, did I ever tell you what my brother said to me one time? It was
What?
like one of them. It was like so stupid. I don't know what we were talking about, but he was like, yeah, well, you'd be like a prize for Buffalo Bill. He was like, you're chunky and you got nice skin.
Actually,
that's why.
Y'all,
I'm terrified.
She's an esthetician. So her skin routine debunks everybody out there.
He would be after me, guys.
Because that's literally. So if you guys remember in the movie, like,
he's throwing. Talk about this.
He's throwing lotion down because she's in this well.
Yeah.
And then, that's like his saying. It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets.
He
the hose
wouldn't have to do that to me.
You wouldn't have to worry. I'm already moisturized, okay? Shit. No worries at all. What about
that movie though? Like dude.
That was another movie. So I'm a big fan of like the Hannibal trilogy.
Yes.
I don't know why, guys. I don't know why certain things fascinate me. Like I am very fascinated about cults.
Well, Anthony Hopkins is just like the god.
Oh,
he's
the god. The god. Okay, so like Anthony Hopkins, down. You know, let's give him his credit.
Right.
So like
Jodie
Foster. You know what I'm saying? That movie was iconic. I think I remember watching Silence of the Lambs much later in life. So because the thing is, I actually watched things a little bit different. Like I watched one of my favorite movies of all time is Red Dragon.
Red Dragon.
That. So Red Dragon is a part of the Hannibal trilogy.
Okay.
And it's during the time where this was pre Silence of the Lambs. So this was before Silence of the Lambs, if I'm mistaken. And if you're out there watching live and if I'm wrong, let me know. But and if you're a fan of Hannibal. So yeah, I think that it's literally before Silence of the Lambs, and it's with the storyline of the guy that caught him. So the guy that actually caught Hannibal.
Got it.
Yeah. And so they have like a history, and then there's this whole thing where like they're chasing.
Well, they touch on that in the movie, you know, like because how Jodie's character connects the dots between Buffalo Bill and Dr. Hannibal Lecter. Dr. Hannibal Lecter had treated Buffalo Bill, and so she was trying to get information, but then she got caught up. She fucked around and found out, you know. When you go and interview a fucking serial killer, you know.
Yeah, I know. And so, I don't know. I just thought that, like, you know, I don't know. I just thought that the movies were so good. Like, all the Red Dragon is literally one of my favorite movies. Like, and plus, like, so the guy that is like the actor, he also plays Voldemort.
Really?
Rachel, his name is I'm gonna look him up right now because he literally plays.
Oh my God,
Voldemort.
you're right. Yeah.
Red Dragon. This movie is iconic.
Okay, I need to watch.
It's so good. You haven't seen. You have to watch it, dude.
Well, I've never even seen like.
Ralph Fiennes. Ralph Fiennes. Yeah, he's an amazing actor, and I had another little crush on him or something in that.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
I loved him in Made in Manhattan with Jennifer Lopez.
Yo, is that on his IMDb?
Yeah, he's on there. He was the love interest.
Because now it's really only like a series,
He was in his Owen Wilson bag, just getting that rom-com paycheck.
Listen, you got to do it. You know, I ain't mad.
Right.
But yeah, there's a bunch of.
You know what I watched last night? Well, I didn't finish watching it, but I put on Avatar: The Way of Water, and I forgot that Edie Falco's in it, and I'm like, and every time I'm like, oh my God, it's Carmela Soprano. It's not.
Oh,
this is not even.
Whenever I see
the way
her,
I love Sopranos and the way Edie Falco bodied Carmela Soprano's role.
She did.
She was born to play that role.
She was. Yeah.
So I see her on fucking Avatar. I'm like, what the fuck is Carmela doing?
I know. There's certain
what
people.
What is Carmela doing here?
There's certain people. Unfortunately, they were so good at their roles that they can't get out of that. Like Harry Potter,
like Owen Wilson in the rom-coms.
Yeah,
he cannot leave a rom-com.
I can't see him serious at all. Anyways,
God.
It's fucking Owen Wilson. You know?
Like next year he like gets a sickening role and gets best actor at the Oscars.
He's on Marvel. He's on the Marvel movies. He's in Loki. He's been playing supporting role in that.
Shout out to Owen Wilson.
He's got to get his coin. Ain't nobody mad. But yeah, no. When it comes to the Hannibal trilogy, like, dude, like, I watched Hannibal. So there's Hannibal. There's also that series that came out. It's called Hannibal. It's really good. It's like a It's not a movie. It's like the series.
It's a series.
Yeah, it's really good too. I watched that, and so I like all those.
My BBW heart can handle this. So.
Nah, it's a lot. It's a lot of serial killer stuff. But it's spooky season, bitch. Get into it. Do you have any other movies on your list?
Let's see. Yeah, I think I have a few more.
And also the acting. Let's get into that.
Okay, The Village.
Oh, The Village. Okay,
Yeah.
so how do you feel about M. Night Shyamalan? No, I shouldn't just disrespect his last name like that, but it's hard to say. M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, you said that right.
Yeah.
I like him. I feel like people give him a hard time, and I don't know why.
Dude, they drag him for filth when it comes to Avatar, because he also directed Avatar, that movie Avatar. It was the play on like that TV show.
Oh,
the animated show, the cartoon, and like also,
he directed that.
The old one that came out, like I think it was the early 2000s. It was called, yeah. When I tell you that, like, they do not stand for that movie at all. But it's being remade actually right now.
Do you stand for him?
I actually like that movie.
Okay.
I'm like one of the very two people in the world that likes that rendition of Avatar. Ricky likes it too. It was good. I was waiting for the next one. Oh, they bitch. When I tell you they dragged the girls for that movie, dragged.
So how do you feel about The Village? Because I feel like that was kind of like his peak.
You know what? Remind me again.
Well, first he did Signs. Remember Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix is in it,
Signs,
which was so good.
You know, he also started his era of horror during that time. Yes, he did. He totally did. When you saw his name, you're like, ooh, we finna get some like spooky, some like thrilling, something's gonna pop out.
So did you go to the movie theater when The Village came out?
I can't remember, dude. That was yeah.
I specifically remember being lit for that movie. We went to the movie theater, you know, in the south suburbs of my house. It was like a scene, and people were upset at the outcome of that movie.
He always stirred up some tea.
And the thing about him. I don't want to sound like a know-it-all. I really don't, because that's not what I'm trying to do. But there was a moment when I was watching that movie and I was like, is this real? Like, are they like...
Oh, you thought it was based off true events, or...
No, I mean in terms of like, what world are they living in? What year are they living in? Because things weren't adding up. I was like, why are they in the woods? How'd they get there? How'd they get that material? So when she went and found the fucking park ranger, I was like, yeah, the math is mathing. That was the twist I had. And it was still shocking to see, but I remember thinking like, well, what did you guys think it was going to be? Like how...
And he has a reputation,
and
too,
the thing
of being
is, like
Like,
I don't know, that whole concept of the movie did stay with me because I'm like, these people built this village because they had gone through like severe trauma in the quote unquote real world. And so they were trying to build this like utopia, and obviously it wasn't working out. It did for a while, but then it wasn't. Hence, you know, people got sick, people were getting hurt.
See, I'm not gonna lie to you, girl. I don't remember
that
this.
movie?
Mm-mm. I remember there's a
And so I remember feeling empathy, being like, I get that being a trauma response. Like, you want to go live in the middle of nowhere, like that. Like, one woman at the end was like, my sister got raped and killed. Another guy was like, my whole family was killed. Like, they were talking about their motivations to create that village.
Yeah, no.
So I was just like, why is everyone freaking out? Because this isn't a crazy concept. Like, it's really, when you look at how simple it is, like, yeah, it's stupid, but there's points trying to be made here.
Right. I guess I didn't really think of that movie and honestly, like, that's one of those I don't remember. When you said Signs and when you said like,
right,
and I thought of Avatar right away, of course, because of course that one sent all the girls. But yeah, no, he definitely, in a sense of like him as a director, though, I'll give him his credit, like for sure, he's amazing and like definitely like had iconic movies that like shook the table at the time. Like people were upset at this motherfucker a lot. So, but the classics. What about the classics like Carrie? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I have Scream on my list.
That's a classic. That's a classic.
Again, another one. This opening scene with Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, I know. Iconic.
As a woman, too, you're like, fuck. How many times are you home alone?
I know. But gag, I remember the Scary Movie rendition over the actual Scream.
Are you serious?
Of course, dude. You know how Scary Movie, they all, you know how they made fun of all these scary movies?
The first Scary Movie, I mean, I was like 12 or 13. I was in tears. Like I watched it. I remember watching it on Thanksgiving with my brother and all my cousins in our basement. And we were like hysterically laughing because it was just so funny.
It's
and I think too, because for some people, especially like Scream really was scary to me. So then to see that version of it, it was brilliant.
Yeah,
like it was so
real.
Good. Like
it definitely was.
But
I definitely remember the Scary Movie over. Like that completely took over. Now it's comical. Yeah,
like, I'm cleaning my room.
He had the vacuum. I said, don't disturb me while I'm cleaning my room. Like, I watched that movie down. Okay, let's give like that movie all its credit because that shit was funny. Like the Wayans brothers. I give you all the credit, seriously. But yeah, Carrie though was like scary. There's different versions I like better though. Like the newer ones. Like I recently saw the newer one with fucking what's her name? Chloe
Grace Moretz.
Yes, thank you. She was in that new, and I was like, turn off. Like I was like not having it.
Well, she's annoying too.
I like her. I don't remember her name, but I like her. I loved her in Kick-Ass. Like loved her in Kick-Ass.
Yeah, of course. But outside of that, like what else?
Oh my God, I like her. I think she's a good actor. Like I just couldn't. I couldn't buy this character because I also really love the original Carrie. Yeah. And then I also like the 90s Carrie? I love that one. And I just hated these newer ones. But I mean, like this one here, like the Carrie that has Sissy Spacek. Like that one's the 1976 one. That one is just.
Oh, I didn't even know there was one in 1976.
You don't know about that one?
No.
That's the original. Yeah.
Oh.
Look, girl.
I thought it was a movie that came out in the 80s, but I can see how
it had Sissy.
I mean, it was 1976.
Yeah, literally. Okay, this link sucks. Come on, glamour.com. I definitely just pulled up because I was like, a lot of the movies that we see, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about this one. I forgot about when you said Blair Witch Project and Paranormal Activity.
Yes. Oh my God.
Thanks a lot, TikTok. You didn't help me. But it was called Paranormal Activity. Yes. Remember that era of Paranormal Activity? And then every time you heard your kitchen creak or anything you know what I'm saying? Any sort of thing, any little sound, your house settling, you were like, we have motherfucking ghosts. It gave you panic. I swear to God, I couldn't sleep when I was
Really?
watching Paranormal. Yeah, dude, I went through a time where I was really, really traumatized by Paranormal Activity.
Well, wasn't it like also like based on a true story?
That's what scared me.
Yeah.
Oh, The Fourth Kind. You guys, it's all coming to me now. Did you ever watch The Fourth Kind?
No.
Bitch, The Fourth Kind was about aliens, though.
Okay.
Aliens be coming in your house, abducting you and shit. I was like,
Well, that was like signs.
That shit was
Right.
That shit was real. Why is Beetlejuice on here like it's really a scary movie, guys? It's really not.
I also had The Others.
Oh, The Others. Can you
That was-
remind me what
with
that was
Nicole
about?
Kidman.
Oh,
And it was
okay.
like a period piece.
Okay.
That, and it's funny that you mentioned Goff because that watches movies in the morning.
Yeah,
on
he watched Sunday
Sundays.
mornings.
I specifically remember being like, this movie seems scary. I'm going to watch it during the day.
Yep.
And I was still scared during the day. It was
The Others.
daylight outside. I was
Yeah,
like,
I need to watch that back.
It's really good. I think
watch
it's
that
a
one
really,
back.
and I love Nicole Kidman. She's such a good actress.
Yeah.
And she's so good in period pieces too. And it really,
I'm
it's
gonna
just
need her
a
to
creepy
just-
movie. It's very creepy.
Oh, The
It's an
Others.
old
Yeah.
house.
The Others. Oh, the old creepy house.
Yeah.
Yes. Girl, that was in 2001. Come on
Yeah.
now. Oh, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Remember that one? That one was based off those creepy books. Do you guys remember
Yeah.
those creepy books?
I have
The scary-
'em.
Oh, iconic.
Yeah.
The imagery, the watercolor images in there
Yeah.
was super creepy. I think
Yeah.
that scared me more than the actual stories.
Yeah.
Like they did that. They did that
You
shit.
did.
Yeah, there's like so many.
What other
like,
movies did you have on your list?
honestly, when it comes to like super scary, like I try not to watch things that really trigger me because again, like I really hold on to it. You know, I'll have
Yeah.
nightmares, and so you know, I try. If I watch something, like I'm on the same boat as like my brother. Like I need it to be sunny. I need it to be like and
Or watch
you know,
like watch Broad City afterwards.
I have to do that. So I definitely will have to have a moment where like if I watch something super intense, like scary or sadistic, I'll definitely have to do like, let me put on The Office for a little bit. Let me put on Martin for a little bit to lighten things up because it gets to you.
Yeah.
It gets to you. It's too much. But yeah, we have, I mean, how do you feel about like the Halloween trilogies? I'm like, can we let Michael like die already? Can we let him just,
He
can we
doesn't wanna
please?
die.
Michael, I'm gonna need you to leave our queen. What's her name?
Oh my god.
What's her name, bitch? It's right here too. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Oh, this is the original one. This one came out in 1978.
What's her name?
Her name is Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Leave her alone.
Iconic. She's
you
in
like
the,
'em?
she's in The Bear too. Jamie Lee Curtis. Did you ever watch? Did you ever get in The Bear?
I don't like it.
You never. Oh, you didn't like The Bear?
No.
Okay, that's
yeah.
real.
Thank
don't
you.
know. I mean,
Thank you.
it's not gonna. It's not for
No, because
everybody.
like some people that have liked it have come at me like,
oh,
and
come
I'm
on,
like,
guys.
no.
Honestly, I love it because I have restaurant experience.
Yeah.
I feel like it does depict like that world. It's very, you know, so
It does.
people that come from that world that
And I
they
think-
stand that show.
I think me being in this, I'm not in that world, but I'm in the service industry. It was too much. I was
It's
like,
too
the
triggering.
first,
Yeah.
the first, I couldn't get past the second episode from the first season.
Dude,
And I tried with the second season.
You tried.
and I was like,
You're like,
no, it's not for me.
Not for your girl.
Yeah.
Did Freddy Krueger ever like scare you?
Yes. And when I was like 16 or 17, this magazine I used to subscribe to did a whole like month. Well, for October, they did a special like spooky edition. And they interviewed, oh my God, what's the name of the guy who created Freddy Krueger?
Freddy Krueger?
Yeah. what's
Mike
his name?
Myers?
No, what's his name? It's like something West. Look him up real quick.
Oh, yes. Let me see. Wes Craven.
Yeah, Wes Craven.
Shout out to producer
So they
Rick.
interviewed Wes Craven and they asked him where he got his inspiration for Freddy Krueger. And so he told the story. He was at home. I guess they lived in like it seemed like a 2-flat building, and they were on the first floor, and he said he couldn't sleep one night. And he just went to go stare out the window, and he sees this guy coming.
No.
Yes. And like, you know when someone's drunk and stumbling and like you can tell they're fucked up? So this guy's stumbling, he's like fucking around, and where Wes Craven was sitting, he thought the guy couldn't see him. He was just looking at him. So he walks past the house and he turns around and he stares right at him, and he had this crazy ass face.
Bitch.
And then he ran up the stairs, and like I guess Wes Craven freaked out and went and got his mom, and then like they came back and the dude was gone. And that was where Freddy Krueger came from. So once I learned that, it got even scarier.
You're like, this nigga exists? He for real?
Right.
He for real alive,
right.
y'all?
And I remember I don't know, I was like, this is crazy.
We're getting
like,
some love on TikTok.
Hi,
Thanks
guys.
for the love.
But yeah,
Thanks for the
so
love.
I am scared of it because
Yeah,
of that
dude.
little anecdote that I still remember reading to this day.
Dude, that should be scary.
Right? Isn't that scary? Like, that's where he got
Yeah.
his inspiration from.
You're like, oh, this happened in real life to me, y'all.
I know.
Like, that shit's crazy.
I know.
Well, honestly, like, guys, I just wanted to have a fun, like, lighthearted episode where we just kind of talk
this was
about
fun.
some Halloween some Halloween movies, and talk about some just like, because I honestly, like, I feel like when it comes to some of these classics, you know, they were part of our like childhood. Like,
Right.
I never even mentioned like the fucking what's his name, the Leprechaun, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my
like
God.
Leprechaun, I grew up with Leprechaun now, guys.
Leprechaun
like,
in the Hood.
Leprechaun in the hood. Like, he was a nigga.
Wait,
like, let's be real.
What
Like,
was there, Leprechaun in Paris?
there were so many renditions, and it's like, can we let this die, please, guys? Like, the first couple were cute, but like, are we really doing this? Tales of the Crypt.
Oh my God, yes. That freaked me out.
Listen, Tales of the
was too
Crypt was a
much.
part of my childhood as well.
Yeah.
I want to say that
to go to bed.
yeah, but I want to say it came on like what, Friday nights or Saturday nights or
Saturdays.
something. We would, when I tell you, my family would gather around our TV, and that would be like our family time. We would get ready. We'd watch Martin. And then after Martin would be Tales of the Crypt. And then, yeah, it would be after Tales of the Crypt, it'd be bedtime, you know? So like
Right.
we all, that was a part of our like history and like our,
Yeah.
I have fond memories of it. So like, yeah, the nigga was scary, but like creepy, but we enjoyed it because it's like kind of cute to like
Yeah.
be scared a little bit. But yeah, Frank, what's his name? Leprechaun, you know, his little creepy face. I know he was a little, Leprechaun was freaky though. Wasn't he always trying to like be freaky with the girls?
I don't know.
I remember that. I think he was always like low key, little freaky with the girls and stuff. And then with his gold and stuff, and how he would like, I don't know. It was like, because like basically the premise was like, because he's a leprechaun, so if you would like get his gold,
Listen, anything Irish. Listen,
she's like,
they
sign
got
me
a
up.
wild hair. No, I love them. I love them.
Yeah, no,
they're the
for real.
Mexicans of Europe. I feel like Irish.
Quite
people.
literally, quite literally. Where's I mean,
I'm not wrong about that. They are the Mexicans of Europe.
Dude, I really want to go. Like, I want to go to some like I thought Ireland would just be like, oh, pubs and whatever. No, but there's some like really beautiful parts of Ireland
Oh,
that I'm
it's
like
a
dying
beautiful
to
country,
see.
allegedly, yeah.
like dying to see. But anyways, we want to just come on here and have a lighthearted episode. Just talk about spooky season. Just kind of have fun. Talk about some movies that we, you know, that were part of our childhood, and just kind of be a little nostalgic. I felt like it was needed. You know, I felt like with the heaviness that's been going on, you know, we could be a part of it and just kind of dwell in it, or we can kind of just be like, you know what, let's
we
dive
can
into spooky
coexist
season.
in it.
Yeah, you know, like all those
It's-
things can be true
right.
too. It's like we can admit that we're having some difficult times, and I will be the first to admit. But at the end of the day, you know, we're making it. You know, like we're
Yeah.
making it, and so I just wanted it to be fun, talk about some scary movies, and just spend some time with you guys. So I really appreciate you guys watching. I like seriously appreciate the TikTok. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my YouTube people, Twitch, Facebook, all that, Instagram, all you guys. It's awesome. And we want to just grow and get better with you guys. And, you know, I think it's great because like people that are watching us now are going to be part of an Inception. What is that? A poll? What is your favorite candy? Oh, it's like a poll that popped up on my TikTok. Girl, come
That's
on.
crazy.
Y'all, I'm still learning how TikTok works, to be honest with you. I'm like, I got lots to learn. There's so many things on here, girl. I'm just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But, oh, you did?
Oh,
He's a
okay.
moderator. Oh, we can talk
Got
about our
it.
favorite. Oh, here. Let's start it because I guess it's like a thing. What's your favorite candy, guys? If you guys have any favorite candies, let us know. There's a few people of us watching the lives. I love. What's your favorite candy? Do you have one, like one favorite one that you like, your go-to, like?
Anything gummy bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet or sour or sweet, or like
Sweet.
you want the sweet
Yeah.
ones? Okay. I love a good like sour patch, situation.
Yeah.
Like I like that.
A gummy. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that
But you like the
sour and the
sourness.
gummy texture. Love that.
Yeah.
I was told that Skittles are poison, but
Yeah, they kind of are.
yeah. Look at all those colors in there and shit. Of course it's poison. And then also Starburst were life.
Right.
Love Starburst. But when it comes to like chocolate though, like I was like more of a Milky Way girl. Like if we were to go trick or treating right now, like what will you be excited to be in your bag? Like
Reese's cups.
Reese's.
And 100 grands.
100 grand.
You never seen those?
Of course I did, bitch. I
Yeah.
threw those away. Is that
I
one with
love
the
those.
the peanuts in it?
No, it's like crispy with caramel.
Oh, it's crispy.
And my dad joke that I'm always, if someone has them, I'm like, can I swindle you for 100 grand?
Boo, dad jokes. Swindle you for 100 grand. What about those
Can
sugar
I
daddies?
steal 100 grand?
Can I steal 100 grand from you? Yeah, no. What about Almond Joy?
I fuck with those.
Okay, yeah, I fuck with them too. I literally used to hate them with the because I would be like, almonds ill, but I'm like, I would
the
take
coconut.
Yeah. Oh, the coconut, dude. The coconut.
Right.
Thanks, Rick Dog. Shout out to you. Getting some love on TikTok. But yeah, guys, we're gonna end the show now. We appreciate you so guys.
Happy Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween. Happy Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Please make sure you're
Yes.
checking everyone. It's not a woman's disease. It's an everyone's disease. So make sure you are checking. Having your monthly visits. You can even check at home. Just make sure you check your titties, check your breasts. But yeah, is there anything you want to leave the people with, Beck?
Yeah, get your titties checked.
Yeah.
Ask someone with female reproductive organs who's over 40 years old when was the last time they got a mammogram, because you could
That's
be
true.
saving their lives. Like,
Yeah.
the reality of it is we're really busy and life is going, and sometimes it happens where like it can be 2 years before you were at the doctor last. So it may be, if you love someone, just a simple question can remind them to go book their appointment.
No, that's real. That's real,
Yeah,
guys.
that's what I'm gonna leave the people
Yeah.
with.
So, and then happy spooky season. We just appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Adios. See ya.
Wouldn't want to be yes.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate. Kimbo, aka the traveling chafing queen.
Sexy sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate.
You are now listening to Kimbology.
Kimbo, aka the